Back here at the 2016 NRA Annual Meetings and Exhibits in Louisville, Kentucky. John Popp with Phil Schreier, Senior Curator of the NRA National Firearms Museum. Phil, I was able to steal away for a little while, so we got time for one more segment. You were sitting in front of, my friend, the spectacular NRA booth, next to, of course, the spectacular NRA News booth, but inside of that is a traveling museum, which you guys take out with the NRA booth, and really neat stuff going on there. So I wanted to grab you for a few minutes and talk about some of the firearms that you brought along and things to show people here at the annual meeting. So what do you have for us?
Well, John, you know, the museum in Fairfax, which was founded back in 1935, gets about 50,000 visitors a year. We expect to see 70,000 people here this one weekend. So it makes sense to bring the museum to where the people are.
Absolutely.
And we have a museum in Springfield, Missouri. 350,000 a year come through there. It's the Bass Pro Shops headquarters store. And out at the Raton Whittington Center, we get a ton of people out there. The Frank Brunell Museum in the Southwest.
Beautiful spot out. It's a small spot they have out there in Raton. It's about 35,000 acres.
Oh, yeah, just a little bit of land.
That's a little bit of land out there, yes, of course. When your next neighbor has 500,000 acres.
Ted Turner, I understand, is their neighbor with 330,000 or more. Yeah.
He's downsized, 330,000.
Maybe cutting back.
Yeah, there you go.
But we bring the guns out to the members, and we have more people see these guns this weekend than we will all year.
That's so great.
And so we're in Louisville, and you know from the hotel we're staying at, you can look out the window and see the Ohio River.
Beautiful.
213 years ago, there was no Louisville on this side of the river, but the river was still there. And if you had been standing around at the right time, about mid-October, you would have seen or mid-September of 1803, you'd see a keel boat go down the river coming from up near Pittsburgh, and that was the first boat of the Lewis and Clark expedition.
Really?
And they came right past where we sat there and toasted them with cigars and brandy the other night.
That was a good toast you made. Now I understand what it meant.
Exactly.
You said to Lewis and Clark. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Right there on the river. That's where they went.
I was like, Phil, go get some sleep. But now.
So we brought the air rifle that, as the same exact style and type of contemporary air rifle that they took on that trip. Nobody knows where the original one is, but
right, yeah.
we can guess. But we think that this is a Girardoni Air Rifle, which is a repeater to a degree. It has a tubular magazine down the side, and all you do is just push your thumb from left to right on the left side of the breech, and a new round drops in. It's got a chamber of compressed air, and the buttstock holds up to 800 psi of compressed air, and it can fire about 40 times before it loses velocity. It'll go through an inch of pine at 100 yards on the first shot and the 40th shot.
Wow. Now that's a serious air rifle.
It's rifled in .46 caliber. It's beautiful.
So this piece of history that passed by not far from where we are, so great. That's so cool. Now I know why you're good at what you do, Phil. You put all those things together. It's cool. And you know what, this is really, in a serious way, this is how you get people old and young to really appreciate history. History is alive. History is not something written down on a page or on a computer. History is alive. I mean, it's that river out there. It's that rifle, and coming to be able to see it. It's something visceral and real. It's cool stuff.
You think it's back here after 213 years?
I don't know. It's amazing, man. I'll tell you what. Great stuff. And I'll tell you what, there's more great stuff. You can't get here now because by the time you see this convention will be over. There's more coming. But the museums will still be there. So how can folks get out there all around the country and see this stuff?
Well, we're open in Fairfax, Virginia, outside of Washington, D.C., 7 days a week from 9:30 to 5. Free admission, free parking. It's just right off the interstate. We are also at the Bass Pro Retail Headquarters store in Springfield, Missouri, at the NRA's National Sporting Arms Museum. We're at the NRA's Whittington Center in Raton, New Mexico, the Frank Brunell Museum in the Southwest.
There you go. Phil Schreier, thank you so much, sir, for what you do. Thanks for being on Curator's Corner here on NRA News.
Always a pleasure, John. Thanks.